It is now 2020, and
God, it is.
it is time for change. It's time to push myself out there a bit more, so I can improve, become more confident, and feel better about
It's
myself.
almost like a resolution.
It is. The beard was like step one. It was getting on the ladder,
chattening.
Which Alex and I can take
we're
credit
responsible
for.
for it.
Yeah. They started the chattening. So, I don't think we've ever spoken about this. I think we might have briefly. Look, I have never been on a night out. Like, never. I've never gone to the pub and got shit-faced.
Specifically, like alcohol, you haven't.
I've never gone all in. I've never done shots, anything. I will have a cider. And because my alcohol tolerance is so low, it's like I will feel a bit...
buzzed, yes.
A bit buzzed after that. And on Friday, I was kind of dragged out by my work colleagues to a pub in our town. And their plan was that I needed to get a bit blasted.
Yeah.
And we've gone to the pub before and I've had like one strongbow dark foots and I can't walk straight and I'm just like chips are going on the floor and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really not looking forward to this. I was at the time when they said
Really,
I'm going.
Frightened.
Yeah, I was sitting in just the shittest clothes in playing COD, not wanting to go, just like just don't want to.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, we'll be there then." So I was just like, "I've kind of got to do this." So I met them in our town, and we went to the shittest pub in town, like a horrible pub. It's just utter dog shit. And then that's when it all started. Had a record leg, felt terrible. Like I've drank it so fast, my stomach.
Had you eaten beforehand?
No.
Okay. So
I had not eaten at all, so I was like feeling bad. Then I was just like, I need to go outside, I need some air, I feel terrible. Then I went inside and I was just like, okay, buy me some crisps. Ate the crisps, and that was it. That's when it went off
your stomach just a little bit.
Yep. So it was just like, okay, shots. Jaeger bombs, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was like 11 rounds of fucking sours. And I was just like, oh my god.
So how would you describe how drunk you were?
I did not vomit. I wasn't like completely blacked out.
Was the room spinning?
Yeah, I couldn't walk. I nearly fell over a few times.
Yeah.
I was just really confident with everything, which is something that happens with alcohol. You just don't care and you just go in.
Your inhibitions and filter sort of gets lifted away.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
So that's when it all kind of just was just like, okay, I get this now. I understand why people do this.
Yeah.
And it just didn't stop. Shots on table, picking them up in my mouth, just throwing them in, boom, another one. And it was turning into a real good night. And I started to understand.
Yeah.
I started to get it.
For the record, the younger jarlings listening, this isn't like a...
This isn't an endorsement.
It's not endorsing like to go out and get slews. We're just talking about James, who is an adult who can legally purchase alcohol.
But during this was all happening, in this pub they were playing like rock music,
right?
And while I was downing these shots, Crawling in My Skin by Linkin Park started playing. Unbelievably loud, and it was just surreal. How just like, oh my god, what? I was just sitting there, just fucking speechless at what I was experiencing.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's good.
So do you want to do it again?
Friday, yes.
Yes. I enjoy drinking now. Like, I was very late to that one too.
Before it was just me and Ruben that.
Yeah, like there was just genuinely no part of me was even remotely interested. Like there was no appeal to it.
Yeah, me. I just didn't get the appeal of it.
You do sort of need that first.
You need that little bit. You need the catalyst that kicks it all off.
And I feel like everything goes just right, because you also went and got a good old Sammy's.
We did, because my colleagues, I work like 45 minutes away from my town, and the people who turn me out are my two female colleagues, and I'm on really good terms with them. I'm like friends with them, and it was my mate as well. So this person they've never met, and we all just went.
Yeah.
And it was just like that catalyst, and that their like pressure kind of like was just rubbing off on me, and that's how it kind of kick-started it.
Yeah.
But
sometimes you do need like another person to
Push
take you out
you
your
out.
comfort zone
Yeah.
a little bit.
Mm.
Even if it is to just experience once, you know, like even if you did have that night and you really didn't enjoy it, at least you could say, I tried it, it's not really for me type thing.
And it's like, I've never gone clubbing either. I've never done like those type of like nights out as such.
Yeah.
And apparently that's something I'm also going to experience like next month.
Yeah,
That's
do
going
it.
to happen. It's just like, I'm at a point in my life where I feel like I am myself more than ever. So it's like, I should do this stuff to be better. And that's what I want to do this year. I want to just become a much better person through experiences. You know, holidays abroad, doing those type of stuff, and becoming more confident in myself, you know, dressing, like having my own thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess this is like the final arc of me.
Yeah.
You know, we started Jar and we were just these fucking kids, and it's just like, here we are now.
Mm-hmm.
Changed. And we've got to thank the beard. It's the beard that's giving me this mythical power.
Extension.
Jamie and Alex by extension.
We're your angels and devils.